Damn, I forgot about this lyrical ride line in this set, which is Prism Encounter. So let's begin. Here's the starter, Bermuda Triangle Cadet Shizuku, to the grade 1 Wicked Power Mermaid Idol Senda, which has the skill of Auto when rolled upon by top idol Aqua, which is the grade 2, cost Soul Blast 1. Look at top 7 cards of your deck to choose up to one grade 2 or greater unit from among them, reveal it and put to your hand, of course, shuffle your deck, which is of course for setup. In which we go to top idol Aqua, which is the grade 2 with 10k power, has the same skill except that when rolled upon by a grade 3 mermaid. Once again, it's just meant for setup. In which we go to the grade 3 with 13k power, Prism Image Vert. Has a skill, act Vanguard once per turn. If you did not ride with a card ability this turn, cost Soul Blast 1, choose up to one card from your hand with the same card name as this unit and ride it as stand. If you roll, draw a card, and then choose one of your Vanguards, it gets plus 10k power in the end turn. And if your opponent's at least at grade 3, it gets this skill instead. Your whole front row gets plus 10k. This basically gives some references to the original Break ride, where when you ride on top of it, the skill activates. But also, the Superior Persona ride can also be pretty nice, considering that we're talking about Lyrical plus Bermuda. You have bouncing in this whole entire nation. So if for some reason you Superior Call in the main phase, and then bounce the card back to your hand, you could just perform the Superior ride right there. And also, since it says did not ride by card ability this turn, you could technically make this as a pseudo Persona ride for your first grade 3 turn. It's just too bad this doesn't actually activate Persona ride, but being one turn early to activate your main stuff is also pretty nice. It's just too bad based on this skill alone, you're gonna need those extra copies of her. But anyway, second skill, Auto Vanguard. When this card attacks, cost Counter Blast 1, choose up to one of your rear guards, return it back to your hand, and then choose one of your grade 3 or less cards from your hand and call it to rear guard, aka for multi-attack. And it's nice that you could just bounce your stuff back, which is very helpful. And also the Superior Call to replay on place. Overall pretty cool, but once again, just reliant on copies of herself. And now for some support, we start off with Perfect Shape Perfonia, which is a grade 3 with 50 power, and the skill is Auto Rear Guard. When your grade 3 or greater Vanguard Vert in its card name is placed, costs put this to Soul, look at top 5 cards of your deck to choose one card from among them and call it to rear guard and force shuffle your deck. This just basically helps with some Soul, but it basically kind of just replaces the Soul that Vert used, but also at the same time with the ride you get additional Soul. But in a way, it's also consistency buff, but I'm not sure how to feel about replacing itself just for another unit. In which we go to Diva Deep Blues Full Seal, which is a grade 1 with K power, and the skill is count rear guard. This unit gets plus 5k power for each time your grade 3 or greater unit that is Vert is placed this turn. Basically, you Superior ride the Vert once, you're going to get plus 5k. Luckily, it also adds your regular ride, so it could get plus 10k in pretty much a turn. Still might be better options. But the encounter support is Prism Image Clear. Grade 1, 8k power, and the skill is Auto. When placed on rear guard, cost this card from your hand to search up to your deck or drop zone for one grade 3 Vert, reveal it and put it in your hand, and if you search your deck, shuffle it. This is absolutely neat because Vert focuses around Superior riding herself, so just being able to search or recycle is just very helpful. With the second skill, count rear guard. During your turn, if you have at least a grade 3 Vanguard Vert, plus 5k. You mainly use it for the first skill because it is absolutely necessary for the deck. Finally, Prism Image Rosa, which is the grade 2 with 10k power, and the skill is Auto. When placed on rear guard, choose a grade 3 Vert from your hand, reveal it. If you reveal a card or have a grade 3 Vanguard Vert, this unit gets 5k power in the end turn, and then cost Counter Blast 1, draw a card. Sure, why not? Especially in early game where you could technically reveal the copy of Vert from your hand at grade 2 and just get a draw, which isn't too bad. But the second skill is Auto Rear Guard. When this unit attack hits, if you have at least a grade 3 Vanguard Vert, counter charge 1 and return this back to the hand. I mean, it's attack hit pressure, and you could always bounce this back to hand just to recall this, and especially it just re-triggers the on-play skill. Other than that, there's really not much to say about it other than basically just regular support. And finally, here's the PG along with the MSR. And it's also cool that you can combine the artworks. So that's it for the new Prism ride line. What do you guys think of it? Other than being an okay ride line, and I kind of like the feature of needing to Superior ride every time, it is still very reliant on a copy of itself, so I wouldn't say this deck is the best, but cool concept. So definitely not one of the decks that I'm looking forward to this set. But in that, that's it for this, and see you all next time.